Diddy is now at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, a place that's been described as hell on earth.
The only federal jail in New York City is known for violence, poor conditions, and a string of celebrity detainees.
He's stuck here at MDC Brooklyn, where even a federal judge has called conditions dangerous and barbaric.
The Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn is notorious for its appalling living conditions and rampant violence.
In a shocking revelation, a prison cellmate of Diddy has come forward with startling details about the music mogul's life behind bars. The stories paint a vivid picture of Diddy's experiences, his personality, and how he copes with the challenges of prison life. What unique traits does he exhibit while serving time, and how can this experience be changing him? Join us as we explore these eye-opening insights as Diddy's prison cellmate reveals shocking details about him. Rap star Diddy, who was arrested on September 16th, now finds himself in a bleak and grim reality at the Metropolitan Detention Center, or MDC, in Brooklyn, New York. Diddy Combs was indicted on serious charges of trafficking and misconduct. Though he has denied all accusations and entered a not guilty plea despite his efforts, Diddy was denied bail, leaving him to face life in one of the most dangerous jails in the United States. Diddy's attorney, Mark Agnifilo, has voiced concerns about his client's safety while inside MDC. Magnio highlighted the brutal conditions Diddy faces in jail, stating that the food is inedible and that the environment is not pleasing. He also expressed his fears that Diddy, being a high-profile individual, might be targeted for dangers. Agnifilo emphasized that it's crucial to ensure Diddy's safety while he remains incarcerated. While the exact conditions Diddy is currently experiencing are not confirmed, several former inmates of MDC have shared their perspectives on life inside. Their accounts paint a stark picture of the situation Diddy now faces.
Has just confirmed that Diddy Combs was arrested tonight in New York City.
This reality is a sharp contrast from the luxurious lifestyle he is accustomed to back in his $45 million mansion in Miami, surrounded by comfort, security, and loved ones. His mansion, protected by private security and filled with friends and family, was a world away from the harsh conditions of MDC Diddy, who is a father of 7 children. Quincy, Justin, Christian, Chance twins, Delilah and Jesse, and baby Love, just 22 months old, is now isolated from the very people who have always been part of his life. One former inmate of MDC who spent 3 months there shared the grim conditions inside. It's a terrible, horrible place, the inmate described, adding that the facility lacks basic necessities like proper air circulation and serves terrible food. The inmate called the meal slop, reflecting the extremely poor quality of the food available to inmates. This is far from the luxurious lifestyle Diddy is used.
I obviously would much prefer to fight this case with him out of jail, and we are going
to dot his wealth and status afforded him the best comforts imaginable. Diddy, who has an estimated net worth of $800 million, is now subjected to the same harsh treatment as any other inmate in the facility. Reports suggest that he may undergo regular strip searches and have limited access to showers, basic hygiene, and any meaningful contact with loved one. The constant danger also looms over him as he navigates life in MDC. Prison consultant Sam Mangle has echoed these concerns, describing parts of the detention center as extremely harsh. Went as far as to say that MDC is probably the worst federal detention center in the country. A damning assessment that highlights just how difficult Diddy's time there could be for someone used to living in luxury, surrounded by wealth and comfort. Diddy's time at MDC represents a complete reversal of fortune. Diddy's stark transformation from a life of luxury to the harsh realities of prison raises critical questions. How will he adapt to the rigid structure and relentless challenges of incarceration?
Puffy Combs, aka P. Diddy, aka Brother Love, has allegedly been placed on suicide watch.
What will his daily life look like compared to the glamour he's used to? Let's explore these dramatic changes next. The life of Diddy. Combs has taken a stark turn as he faces the realities of incarceration, a situation far removed from the luxurious lifestyle he once flaunted, known for his extravagant tastes, including personal chef's assistants and a team to cater to his every need. Diddy's day-to-day life behind bars is a harsh contrast to the one he showcased on social media. Now, instead of gourmet meals and designer outfits, he is bound by a strict schedule and forced to adapt to the grueling routine of prison life at the Metropolitan Detention Center. One of the most jarring changes is the rigid structure that governs every aspect of his day at MDC. Around 1,200 inmates, including Diddy, are subjected to a 6 a.m. wake-up call. The luxury of leisurely mornings is gone, replaced by a strict schedule that dictates when they can eat, shower, and even do their laundry. Showering, for instance, is only allowed every other day, a far cry from the comfort and convenience Diddy is used to. His meals are also nothing like the feasts he once enjoyed. According to former inmates, the food at MDC is notoriously bad.
Out of Los Angeles, the place where they make movies and everything, so we decided to go out there and shoot the video.
The daily menu typically includes bland and unappetizing options such as oatmeal and bran flakes for breakfast, a chicken patty sandwich for lunch, and Salisbury steak for dinner. Wednesdays are notoriously known for disastrous burgers, a thin, leathery patty that one former inmate compared to shoe leather. After a certain period of time, inmates are allowed to purchase additional items from the commissary, which gives them a bit more freedom to choose what they eat. However, the options are limited and expensive. For example, a packet of tuna costs $3, and inmates can also buy condiments, chocolate bars. Many prisoners try to stock up on these items to improve their meals. A law professor who once served months in prison and now advocates for inmates points out that in the beginning, Diddy won't even have access to the commissary, adding another layer of difficulty to his adjustment. Despite the tough conditions, Diddy does have some limited privileges. He can make phone calls, though inmates are restricted to 300 minutes per month. There's also access to email, though it comes at a price cents per minute, and the communication is tightly controlled.
Sean Diddy Combs is locked up in a federal jail that has been plagued by harsh conditions and violence. The Metropolitan Detention...
Emails are text only with no is allowed, and they are closely monitored by prison authorities. Visiting hours are also limited, and any visitors must first pass a background check before they can see him, further highlighting the isolation that inmates like Diddy face. As someone who built his image wearing high-end fashion brands like Alexander McQueen and Gucci, Diddy now has to wear standard-issue prison uniforms. According to one former inmate, he has been given 2 uniforms and 3 pairs of socks. To make matters worse, even his undergarments are used. A stark departure from the lavish lifestyle he once enjoyed. In addition to the uniforms, Diddy will also have to endure regular strip searches, which are a humiliating and invasive part of life at MDC. During these searches, inmates are required to remove all their clothing and undergo a thorough inspection by guards. This involves checking their mouths, lifting their genitals, and even bending over and coughing, a degrading process that serves as a constant reminder of their loss of freedom. Diddy's drastic lifestyle change at MDC reveals the harsh realities of prison life. But how does this environment shape the daily fears and struggles of inmates?
Confinement after prosecutors unsealed a 3-count indictment that accuses the superstar.
What survival strategies do they employ to navigate this unforgiving space? Stay with us to find the chilling experiences awaiting Diddy and others in the next chapters.